I'm just so conflicted about this whole thing about how body count doesn't matter. Could you please explain that to me?
You are conflicted with the notion that a woman is an autonomous being with her own mind?
But that's not what I said about body count. Why does it not
Okay,
matter?
well, a woman who is her own being with her own mind is having experiences and enjoying that. Why are you conflicted about that?
Because at the end of the day, everybody has a preference, right?
Yes, my preference is somebody who has an open mind, doesn't say, I'm going to tell you who you are, but instead is going to listen when I communicate because they seek to understand and they respect my autonomy. That's my preference. So you don't mean mine, I don't mean yours. We just go our separate ways, right?
So isn't it okay for a man to have a preference of a woman that doesn't have
Yeah, go have your preference, but it's obvious you don't meet mine, so we just go our separate ways. We haven't wasted each other's time.
So basically, you saying everybody has a preference, and that's very true.
Yes, I very much understand my preference, and it's obvious that we don't meet each other's preference, so we just go our own ways. No harm, no foul, right?
Of course, everybody has their own preferences.
Yes. So I don't need to care about yours. You don't need to care about mine, right?
But my thing is for a woman to walk into a
why do you care about my preference to not be with somebody who cares about body count? Like, why do you care about that?
Because I just find it quite interesting how you guys can have all these preferences, but as soon as a man says he doesn't want a woman with a high body count.
So we can have control over our own body and have control over our own environment.
I'm not saying you can't.
How about you?
I'm not saying you can't.
Okay, well then why don't you just go your own way, since obviously...
See how dismissive you are? Why are you so dismissive?
No, but I'm asking, why do you need to control women? Like, why is it...
I'm not controlling you.
I just have a preference. But she doesn't, so I'm just going to go. Like, why do you need to try and change our mind? I'm not trying to change your mind. We just walk away from you.
I'm not trying to change your mind either. I'm just telling you that just like how you have a preference of you don't, let's say, don't want a broke man, men don't
I don't want somebody who won't listen and understand me. We're not talking about money right now. We're talking about
I'm making an example.
Things to be controlled, and I disagree. And I'm saying, why don't you just go your own way instead of trying to impose your beliefs on us?
Okay, we get it. You want me to go my own way. Everybody should go their own way. I'm just bringing up.
If you're not aligned with my beliefs, why are you trying to change my mind? I'm not trying to change yours.
I'm not trying to change your mind either. I'm just trying to understand why you feel like body count isn't important when men are new that it is.
Because isn't who I am. Why don't you want to understand that?
Because you have things to you that are important, and men have things to them that are important. So
yeah, but you're just like, you're stopped right short at who I did isn't who I am. Like, your brain just can't take that. And you don't care to understand when I communicate. You're closed-minded. You don't want to understand. You don't respect my autonomy.
I think you're closed-minded because you can't seem to understand that men have a preference.
No, I fully understand that you think women are things to be controlled and you're insecure when you can't control
them. When did
I
say that?
I get that because
all
you
I
think
said
body count matters.
was
so
that
she
men
can
have
only
a
be with a
preference.
certain number of people. Otherwise, you're miserable, or I don't know what it is you go through. What is it that you go through?
Look,
is it?
You can go through all the
name
calls you
probably.
want to.
She's disgusting. She's been with all these guys. She's disgusting. That's probably what you're going to call it, right? So again, this is the reason why we instantly block and delete, because we don't care about your judgment.
No, you instantly block and delete because you can't really have a conversation.
No, it's because we don't care about your judgment. We don't want you.
You don't care about anything that doesn't benefit you.
What do you think, guys? Write me in comments. Meanwhile, I will share as Ukrainian woman my opinion on that. Hi everyone, my name is Anna and I'm an international matchmaker, and I help Western men to find love and marriage with Slavic women. Today we are going to talk about something very controversial. Body count, as you figure out, right? Does it really matter how many men a woman has been with before, and what study and science shows on that? Should men really care about a woman's past, or is just a man being controlling? And most importantly, what do Ukrainian women think about body count? Do they care about it like men do? Or do they follow a Western idea of sleep around, nobody should judge you, right? This video will make some of you agree with what you hear, some of you will make angry, but one of it is for sure. I'm telling the truth here today with no sugarcoating. So I want to hear your thoughts on this topic as well. And do you really think that body counts matter in relationship? And let me know in comments area here below. Okay, so let's get started with the biggest question. Why do men care about this at all? why, right? It's a big why. Some people say that the man who cares about body counts are just insecure and controlling. But is that really true? Let's look at the facts, right? First, biology. Men want to be sure the child is theirs, when they're in a relationship or a marriage. Men and women are different. A woman always knows that this is her baby, right? But man does not. And that's why for thousands of years, men wanted a woman who was very loyal and faithful. They didn't want to raise another man's child. It's a biological thing. This is called paternity certainty. It's not about control, it's about biology. Women with high body counts have more trouble bonding, right? When a woman is with a man, her body releases oxytocin, that it's called love hormone, and that helps her bond with man. But studies show that the more partners a woman has, the weaker this bonding becomes. A woman with high body count has more trouble being loyal, trusting her man, and staying in long-term relationship. And more past partners, more emotional baggage and of different kind of. Every relationship leaves a mark on a woman, right? Very strong women, very emotional creatures. If she's been with married men, a lot of men, she carries a lot of this emotional luggage there. She compares every man to old ones, and it creates also trust issue. And studies show that many men, women who has a lot of men before, she have hard time to be happy in relationship. And if this is really like, it's all about man being controlling, or he wants to just make smart decision and have lasting relationship. Now let's talk about how Western women see this topic. In Western countries, women are told that sleeping around is empowerment, right? They're empowered. Now they're encouraged to date as many men as possible, sleep with wherever they want, and not care about the consequences. Just being blind to them. Social media, dating apps, and OnlyFans culture push the idea that women should be just like men when it comes to sex. But here's the reality. There is a payback, very big. Even though women told that body counts doesn't really matter, they still prefer men with experience. And women want strong, confident, successful men, but men are not allowed to have preferences, right? That's a double standard, in my opinion. Men are told to accept women's high body count, but do women date a short, broke, weak man? No. Women have standards, so why can't men have standards? Why they have to be beaten for this desire? Now let's talk about Ukrainian women. Do they think like Western women, or is there something different? Ukrainian women care about family values. In Ukraine, most women are raised with the idea that a man and family are important. And this is the main goal of their life for the most part. And they're not taught to sleep around as normal, or this is empowering you. Just know this idea. The marriage market is competitive. Unlike in the West, where women expect men to chase them, Ukrainian women know they have to be a good partner to attract a high-value man. They still want men to conquer you, but they do care about what they bring in relationship. A woman's body counts is seen, low number is seen a value to a marriage. Women with high body counts seen very risky. And in Ukraine, a woman who sleeps around is not taken seriously for marriage. It's like a separate category of women. Many men in Ukraine will not marry a woman who has had many partners in the past. This is why many Western men come to Ukraine to find wife, because these women are not influenced by hookup culture. At least for now. Let's be real. A lot of people will say, especially Western women, as you can see in this video also, if man cares, or in comments, if man cares about body counts, he's just controlling, or he's insecure about himself. But let's break this down. A man wanting a woman with a low body counts is not controlling. It's his choice. Yes, he has right to want what he wants. Women want men who are tall, strong, successful, and confident. And is that controlling too? No, that's their preference. So men and women value different things in a partner, and that's natural thing. Western media tries to shame men for having standards, but a man has the right to choose what is best for his future, right? Now let's talk about the long-term effects of sleeping around hookup culture. Many women think I can sleep around and, when I'm young and have fun and then find a good man later. But here's the problem. A man can sense a woman past, and even if she doesn't tell him, a man can feel when a woman has been with many men before. Men prefer low mileage women. No high value man wants a woman who has been passed around. Women with high body counts have more trouble staying in relationship, and studies prove that. They show that they have more breakups and more divorces and less happiness. Sleeping around hurts a woman's chances of having a happy marriage. Now, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Does a woman's past matter in relationship? Are men being insecure, or they just being smart? And are Western women being lied about sexual liberation? And this is a hot topic, and I know there will be a lot of debate in comments, but let's talk about this and let's just put some light into this topic. And if you're a Western man looking for serious, loyal, marriage-minded women, I will be happy to talk to you. Just go to matchmaking.com/register and you can book a free matchmaking consultation with us. It's a kind of like both-way interview where we wanted to understand what you are looking for and if we are able to help you and share our process and see if we can be right fit for each other, right? Also invite you to join our Telegram community of like-minded men who just discovered this journey to themselves or been for a long time and still learning. This is the easiest way to reach out to me personally. Under every post you can write comment, and if you want to talk to me personally, I can write your message there. I will be happy if you like this video, share with a friend who is feeling bad for wanted what he want. I believe we all have rights to want what we want, and if we cannot get it within our local area, we probably need to expand our horizon. We are all captains of our own lives, right? And if you're interested to know more about Slavic women, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you soon in my upcoming episodes. Bye bye for now.